Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving deep into the really complex, kind of crazy relationship between artificial intelligence and the future of quantum-proof security. We're going to look at how the creative, improvisational power of AI and the super rigid structure of cryptography are basically allies and enemies in this race to lock down our digital world. Okay, to really get what's happening at the absolute cutting edge of tech, let's start with a metaphor. I want you to picture a stage. Two totally different artists are about to perform together for the very first time, ready to create something the world has literally never heard before. So on one side of the stage, you've got this massive classical orchestra. This is our structured cryptography. It's disciplined, it's precise, it's the harmony that has kept our digital world safe for decades. And on the other side? A hip-hop MC steps up to the mic. This is AI. Totally agile, creative, sampling and remixing information to create something brand new on the fly. But here's the wild part. The secret connection between these two, the orchestra and the MC, cryptography and AI, they are both, believe it or not, reading from the exact same sheet music. And that's mathematics. First up is linear algebra. Just think of this as a gigantic, multi-dimensional mixing board. It lets an AI take any piece of data, a word, an image, you name it, and turn it into a point in space, what we call a vector. By doing this, it can suddenly see which sounds are similar and group them together, finding patterns that we would never, ever be able to see. Then you have the orchestra specialty, discrete mathematics. This is the world of separate, countable things, like individual musical notes. It's the absolute bedrock of our digital security, and it relies on these really clever puzzles that are super simple to create, like multiplying two gigantic prime numbers together, but are basically impossible to reverse. And finally, you've got the MC's secret weapon, probability and statistics. This is the rhythm of improvisation itself. It's how AI learns from all this uncertainty, predicting the most likely patterns in the data. You know, it's kind of the mathematical version of a freestyle rapper just knowing which rhyme is going to land perfectly with the crowd. So this combination of AI's improv and crypto structure, it's been working beautifully. But a new performer has just walked on stage, and they're about to scratch the record and throw this whole harmony into chaos. For decades, this classical harmony has been the literal soundtrack of our digital lives. It's the stable, predictable foundation that's kept everything from our bank accounts to our national secrets totally secure. But this new performer, the quantum computer, it doesn't play by the same rules, not even close. It runs on the frankly mind-bending principles of quantum mechanics, which lets it play a track that can completely shatter the entire classical composition we depend on. And that track? It's got a name, Shor's algorithm. And what it does? Well, it's catastrophic. It can solve those impossible math puzzles from discrete mathematics, like factoring those huge numbers, in a tiny fraction of the time it would take a normal computer. It basically makes all of our current digital locks totally useless. And this is why the threat is so urgent. It's not some far-off sci-fi problem. Bad actors are already recording our encrypted data, our orchestra's music, right now. They're just storing it, waiting for a quantum computer powerful enough to crack it all open in the future. The danger isn't years away, it is happening as we speak. So to defend against this thing, we can't just play the old music louder. The record's been scratched. We have to compose a completely new sound, a post-quantum remix that's so incredibly complex that even a quantum computer can't figure it out. And this is where you see this fascinating conflict, right? AI, our hip-hop MC, is a master musicologist. Its whole goal is to listen to data and find the hidden patterns, the structure. But cryptography, our classical composer, does the exact opposite. Its goal is to hide a beautiful, complex structure inside what just sounds like random, impenetrable noise. The leading contender for this new, unbreakable music is something called lattice-based cryptography. It takes that idea of geometry to a whole new level. Okay, imagine trying to find the shortest path between two dots on a simple grid. Easy, right? Well, now imagine that grid has, say, 500 dimensions. That's a lattice. And finding your way through that is the kind of problem that even a quantum computer really struggles with. So this new cryptographic music is like a piece of experimental avant-garde art. To anyone on the outside, any attacker, it sounds like total chaos, just static. But to the person who has the private key, the person who knows the hidden structure, they can filter out all that noise and hear the clear, beautiful melody hidden deep inside. And now we get to the final performance. This is where AI and quantum-proof cryptography get back on stage together. And their duet is complicated. It's both adversarial and symbiotic, all at the same time. You see, for an AI to do its magic, it has to find the right information almost instantly. Think of a DJ trying to find the one perfect sample in a library of a billion records. The algorithm that AI uses for this is called HNSW, or Hierarchical Navigable Small World, and it's basically a brilliant navigation system for data. So how does it work? Well, HNSW is basically a GPS for data. It starts on a high-level expressway layer to get to the general neighborhood of the information it needs. Then it drops down to the local roads, the more detailed layers of data, to pinpoint the exact address. This lets it search these massive data sets with just unbelievable speed. And this reveals their final, fascinating relationship. It's a duet with two parts. First, it's adversarial. Because AI is the ultimate pattern finder, that makes it the perfect tool to stress test these new cryptographic systems and find any tiny weakness. But it's also collaborative, because those very same powerful AI models have to be protected from quantum threats, and only post-quantum cryptography can build that shield. So what this really means is that the future isn't AI versus security. It's an entanglement. They are completely and intricately intertwined. One is constantly testing the other, while the other is protecting the first. Neither one can reach its full potential without the other. The concert is still going on. The symphony of intelligent improv and quantum-resistant structure is being written in real time, and it leaves us with this one critical question. As this powerful, chaotic, and beautiful music becomes the soundtrack of our future, what is the next movement going to sound like? And are we really ready to hear it?